really good card, but I'm gonna be studying for my final. So.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here talking about UFC 245. I'm here with Sebastian.
What's going on?
Not too much, my friend. Not too much at all. So we have lots of exciting news.
Oh yeah.
Exciting news, exciting picks to make. Lots of good previews. We're pumped for the card this weekend. There's a great card this weekend as well. So yeah, it's been a busy time in the UFC world, and we're here to talk about that. So some great fights got announced. First and foremost, the King, the Irish man himself, Conor McGregor. He's back, and he is fighting Mr. Cowboy Cerrone. Of course, this isn't exactly the newest of news. It came out probably about a week ago, but we kind of wanted to introduce that before the UFC card. So what are your thoughts on that fight?
First thought is I'm pumped. I'm pumped that he's back. I believe it's a good fight for him. It's a winnable fight for sure, and I believe stylistically, Cowboy, like he'll stand with him. So the only concern I have is like it's at 170, which is I don't know if it's a concern, but like I don't think he's his best at 170 in my opinion. But like maybe he doesn't want to cut the weight, or maybe he thinks like Cowboy himself isn't a true 170 pounder. But the other concern I have is like what we're a month away, and have they even I guess officially announced it? Like have we seen like a poster or anything, or like tickets on sale or?
Nothing is official, but I mean the date is set. Like the contract is signed.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've seen like any like actual like ticket sales or press conferences or anything to officially announce it. But that should be coming soon.
Okay, yeah, and like I'm sure we'll hear about that, and then like they'll probably do a press conference or something. But like if you think about it, what it's 5 weeks away now.
Yeah, like it is pretty close. But I
Yeah.
mean, the UFC has done that before with like kind of like 1 month in advance. Like I think
Okay.
if I remember the UFC 243, the one that was in Australia, that one was announced like only like 3 or 4 weeks before, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
So
But
yeah, like
that was like the
we'll
only concern I had, I guess. But like I'm pumped that
yeah.
he's back. And like we talked about this before, but he has like a 3 fight plan for this upcoming year. So who knows what can happen if he wins. Obviously, I do believe he wants that Jorge fight. And I guess this could be a way to kind of see how 170 goes and go from there.
hmm Yeah, I was also interested in him fighting at 170, but I think he probably thinks there's more money fights up there, and there's also the threat of like all the contenders at lightweight. There's a lot of guys who want to get after him, so I don't know. Maybe he feels like he can actually make a run at this weight. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
he might be going for
interesting
like
choice.
the 3 division belt. He might be going for that. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be historic. Has anybody else done that? I don't think so.
No, no, because
Yeah,
like 5 people have done the 2 division weight now, so
yeah,
like that's kind of nothing now, I guess.
yeah.
But
It's true.
the other fight that got announced was Khabib and Tony for what is that? April in Brooklyn? April in Brooklyn.
Uh, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So what is this like the 5th time they're trying it? So hopefully 5th time the charm. But
Jeez,
like
is it actually the fifth now?
I believe it's the 5th time. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I
Yeah.
thought it
Because
was the
like
fourth.
no, because like twice Tony pulled out and then twice Khabib pulled out.
Right.
So um yeah, like I don't know. They gotta like protect them at all costs until then,
Yeah,
or they gotta do something. But like I'm looking forward to that. I think like every fan is looking forward to that, and maybe we'll save the talking until we actually get there because like
yeah,
anything can happen in 4 months.
no doubt.
But what are your thoughts on that fight?
Oh, I love it. I'm so glad it's well, hopefully, finally going to happen. I mean, they really need to break out the bubble wrap for these guys over
Yeah,
the next few months. But I'm so excited that it could potentially happen, and we could finally get probably I would say the most exciting fight in a long time. I
yeah,
think probably since McGregor Khabib or I don't know GSP Bisping.
yeah,
Those are the two that definitely stand out to me. But like this is like a fight that I think every MMA fan knows that these two are like the most legit guys. Like Tony could literally be like one of the pound for pound best fighters. He just doesn't have that belt, unfortunately. So I love the matchup. So yeah, we'll preview that a little bit more. Come April, we have plenty of time in between. But the last fight that got announced was Mr. John Jones is back, and he is fighting Dominic Reyes, who is undefeated, and it is his next challenger. So, it's another fight for Jones that he's definitely going to be the heavy favorite. What do you think about that one?
I don't know if there's is it like Anthony Smith and Thiago Santos again, where he just fights an up and coming contender? Like, I
Pretty
don't.
much.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really excite me. Like, I'm happy to watch him again, but like for me, I don't see it as a big threat. I'd like to see him honestly move up to heavyweight, or even fight Adesanya, which I don't know if that'll ever happen. But
Yeah.
do something different. Like, come on.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree that it's not as exciting as maybe the potential of an Adesanya fight in the future, or him moving up to heavyweight. I feel like in the future there's going to have to be that big step for Jones, like in the last stretch of his career. But for now, I think he just wants to feel comfortable, get back into rhythm, after being suspended for so long.
Yeah.
And then, we'll see what happens from there. But hopefully that does happen, because it's getting less and less exciting. At least it feels like for Mr. Jones. But let's break right into UFC 245.
Let's do it.
I'm very pumped. I've been watching all the embedded episodes, been watching lots of interviews, so I've been really getting into this card. So do you want to start from the top or the bottom?
No, let's go with the bottom. Like, I guess we did it last time, the first main card fight.
Yeah, we'll start right from there.
Okay.
So that is Mr. Peter
Yan. Peter
versus Mr. Uriah Faber, the California Kid. So very interesting fight at bantamweight. Faber making his second fight from his return from retirement, and then Peter Yan making his first fight in quite a few months. So, my friend, what do you think about that fight?
I want to see Uriah win, but I don't know. I think this is a good chance for Peter Yan to showcase himself, because I think we watched him last time though when he was on like the Cejudo Reyes card. He looked pretty good then, and
he looked great.
Yeah, and like for me, I don't see any reason why there's doubt for him to lose. And I'm not too sure if he's like a huge favorite, but I could imagine he's probably some sort of favorite. Like, I'll check right now, but
it's funny, I was just about to pull that up.
Yeah. No, honestly.
So Yan is the favorite at minus 450.
Yeah, okay, that's
so pretty heavy favorite.
Yeah. For me, like I know you like Uriah, but I'm gonna have to go Yan here. Like, I don't see. Like, I know your Faber looked good in his last fight, but like, come on, like I don't see him. Maybe it could be like a decision. I'm gonna go decision Yan, but honestly, like, this fight doesn't really excite me, to be honest. No offense, like, it's good to see Faber back, but
no doubt.
Like, is he just a punching bag or what? Like, I don't know. Like,
well, yeah, like for my picks and my my view of that, I think he did look very good in his last fight. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of questions when you're fighting a top 5 contender after fighting a guy who was unranked. Or I think actually Simone might have been like 15th.
Yeah, he was like ranked. He wasn't ranked.
Borderline. But like, that's definitely a little bit concerning to get like that big of a jump, and a guy who's been legit, like, has it all.
Yeah.
He has the striking. He's got a great ground game. So I feel like it's going to be difficult for Faber to take it to the ground and keep it there, because he probably will get some takedowns. But I feel like Yan definitely has the striking advantage, no doubt. Definitely more versatile.
Oh, for sure.
Faber definitely has kind of the right hand, and it's a little bit limited after that. Um, decent with the body shots, but Jan really has it all. He's got the kicks, the head kicks, especially the leg kicks, which are kind of a weakness of Faber. So if I was a betting man, I think I would say Yen. I do like Faber.
What does the heart
So
tell
so
you?
just for the contrast, I'm gonna go with the California kid.
Oh, all right, all right. The heart wants what it wants, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't expect him to win that much. Like
Okay.
I can definitely see him losing this fight, no doubt.
Hmm.
So the next fight, and one I'm definitely another one I'm concerned about a lot is Jose Aldo and Marlon
Yeah,
Moraes.
yeah. What are your thoughts
So
on that one? Because I showed you a pic last week of him in the gym, and he looked terrible. He looked
yeah,
like sickening.
yeah,
And
I was just about to comment on that. Like that picture you showed me was bad.
hmm,
Like
hmm.
like it reminds me of when McGregor was stepping on to the scale and was looking like
Yeah,
a skeleton. At 145. That's what Aldo's looking like at 135. Like he needed like the extra time to make weight in the championship fight against Holloway. The guy had trouble making 145 on several occasions. I don't understand how this is really a good move for him at all. I don't understand how his camp could really support that. Like I guess he's been on a new diet and he's been really like slimming down, but I don't see this going very well for Jose.
yeah. Like unless I don't know if he's cutting a lot of weight, he could just be like losing a lot of weight. Um, but like honestly, for me, I thought he would have went to 155. Like I
Yeah,
thought that's what he should have done. And like he didn't look good in that picture. But like it's still Aldo. Like he's what only 32. I guess you could say it's like his first. No, it's not even a comeback fight. I think he lost to what Volkanovski.
yeah,
So I
yeah. He
guess
lost
I guess it's
to
Moraes' first fight since he lost to Cejudo.
right.
Uh, that's actually like it's a tough fight. If Aldo isn't compromised in any way, I could see him winning, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to go Moraes here. Um, just the whole cut itself, and like who knows with his chin, like maybe his chin doesn't hold up as well.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm thinking too. Like Marias is a very powerful guy,
yeah,
and Aldo's chin was definitely deteriorating at 145.
yeah,
And I feel like at 135 with that weight cut, it's definitely proven to be that your chin does not hold up as well
hmm,
as well as you think it would against 135 or so. Um, I don't see Aldo winning this fight, so I'm also gonna have to go Moraes on this one, um, and probably by knockout or TKO is my guess.
yeah. I agree there too.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah,
All right, so now we move on to our three championship fights, which is great. It's been a long time since we've been able to
yeah,
say that.
yeah. It's
Um,
hard.
yeah, so Nunez is back, and she is fighting Jermaine Durandamy in their second fight. The first of which Nunez was very easily able to win. So does Jermaine Durandamy have any chance in this one?
I mean, you always have a chance in a fight in this sport. But Nunez certainly hasn't shown any reason for me to doubt her. She walked through Holly Holm, walked through Cyborg. She's beaten Randome, as I always have problems with that name.
Yeah,
But yeah, like she's beaten her. I'm looking at the odds right now, and she's minus 275, which I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, like I thought she'd be close to me, like four minus 400 or something.
yeah,
Um, I guess they do, see that the random she isn't like uh, she was she was a champion before, wasn't she?
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So
she
then,
was the second flyweight champion.
yeah, and then like I think she was too scared to face Cyber or something, so she just gave up the title.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
so like yeah, like maybe I don't know, like I'd say it's like the least it's my least favorite championship fight of the three. Um,
No doubt.
I'm gonna have to go Nunez because she hasn't shown me any reason not to go with her. She's on a roll right now. She's on a tear, and I believe she's gonna roll right past her.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there. There's no doubt that Amanda is the best female fighter on
Yeah,
the planet, and with a fighter that she has fought before, she's proven that in rematches she's able to execute her game plan just as well. And her striking just seems to get better and better with each fight. You look at the home fight, you look at the
yeah,
cyber fight. She's just so precise and so powerful, more powerful than any female in either weight class that she's fought in. So, I don't see much out of Randome. She's very very big, so she's also got some power.
yeah.
And you saw it with her knockout of Aspen Ladd that
Oh yeah.
she's definitely capable of throwing that one punch knockout. So it's actually I think it could turn out to be a better fight than we might think, but I'm still gonna have to go Nunez. I might say by decision. I'm gonna go by decision.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
I like those odds at 275. I think that should be a nice place to put your money down for sure.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised. I don't know, might have to put together a parlay or something here afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we could do that at
Maybe
the
we'll
end.
construct one. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, yeah. Slowly and surely.
All right.
All right. So let's move on to our co-main event. That is Max Holloway making his return to featherweight after missing out on being a double champ. He's taken on Alexander Volkanovski, who's definitely been on the rise past year. So that's definitely an exciting fight, and I'm thinking this could be like another like great kind of Poirier kind of fight. Very gritty and
Mhm.
lots of striking. So I'm really excited for that one. What are your thoughts on Holloway and Volk?
I think it's gonna be his toughest test yet. Holloway, Volkanovski, he's a big 145er. He's got the power, but Max has got the volume, and I believe we're gonna see that kind of fight. I I think it does go 5 rounds. Um, and stylistically, like it's a good fight for both of them. I just I don't I kind of see Volkanovski winning this, but I don't know. Like I did bring it up last time that Holloway he didn't look his best against Edgar. I think it was back in July. There was just something off. Um, I don't know, maybe because it's Frankie Edgar and it's not like it's not like an up and comer or whatever.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts because maybe you'll change my mind or something. But
All right.
God,
Um, for Volkanovski, I feel like he's definitely grown a lot. Like
yeah,
like he looked very very good in the Aldo fight, whereas with like the Mendez fight, he looked a little bit shaky during the first 2 rounds before Mendez slowed down a little bit and he
yeah,
came on. Um, so I'm thinking with a guy who's probably a few inches shorter than Holloway. Holloway does seem to benefit a lot in those kind of matchups. His
yeah,
reach is so nice for a featherweight, and of course, I just love the way he connects at the end of his punches and
yeah,
everything. Like very precise, kind of reminds me a little bit of Nate Diaz, and that kind of volume that he puts on you and the pressure. That's something that I don't think Volkanovski deals with like very well, and that's something that Aldo wasn't able to do to him really. So it's going to be a lot different fighting Max Holloway, and I think like even in the Poirier fight, he kind of showed that he's able to do that even when he's kind of in a little bit of trouble.
yeah.
So I do like Max in this fight, but I don't think he's going to be able to finish him. Like because Volkanovski's going to grind it out, and there's going to be some close rounds, and he'll probably get hit with some shots. But I do like a close decision for Holloway in this.
Yeah. Dude, something about Volkanovski, like, just something about this fight. But it's also Max, and like, I doubted him against Ortega, and ever since then, I was like, I'm never gonna doubt him again.
Yeah,
I
same
picked
for
him.
me.
I picked him against Poirier, and I was wrong. But like, yeah, I'm gonna go Max one more time. I'm gonna go Max one more time. He has never given me a reason to doubt him. It's just I don't know, maybe because like Volkanovski's a big 145 in my opinion. That's the
Yeah,
only reason why. Because he just faced like a smaller 145er who's now like a 135er.
Mhm.
So, no, I'm gonna go max two. I'm gonna go max two.
All right.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have our main event, and what I
This
think
is
is
a
going to be the closest and what is the stylistically, most similar matchup is Mr. Kamaru Usman, the welterweight champ, versus Colby Covington, who was formerly the interim champ, still carries around his belt. That
still is
doesn't
the interim champ.
technically exist anymore. But yeah, what do you think about our main event? Let's talk
This,
about this one.
this is gonna be a good one. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a good one. Leading up to it, it was, and just like Colby's character that he tries to portray, and I guess both of them being on a roll, both of them having the same style, the same back or wrestling background. There's a lot on the line here. For me, like Colby's last fight against Robbie Lawler, that was probably one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, like he landed what the most punches ever in
Yeah.
a fight, and he's not even a striker. Um, and I have been listening to him, and he always says like he tries to go 60 to 70%. So that's why he does put on that pressure and that volume. And you can see him like he'll always be doing something. He'll always be like working or like when in the octagon rather. Like he'll always be like working or just like chipping away at his opponent. But Usman does the same thing too. Like against Woodley, he was doing the same thing. He was just chipping away at him.
Mm.
Usman, he does have the power advantage, obviously, but I don't know if he can deal with Covington's pressure if Covington can get to him. Um, has Usman been taken down before too? That's what I wonder as well.
Yeah, by Damian Maya, he was taken down, and then he actually gave up his back to Maya, but then it kind of got stood up
Okay.
controversially, and then he ended up winning that fight. But yeah, he has been taken down before by a world class grappler, no doubt, but still taken down. For me, yeah, like I think
Yeah.
with Usman, he the one difference I think with the grappling
Yeah.
and what we might see Saturday is that Colby is a much more natural wrestler.
Yeah.
He's been in wrestling since I believe he was, 4 or 5 years old. Rose right up straight through like the D1 ranks. Went to like the national tournament, finished in the top five. Whereas Kamaru Usman was, he started wrestling in high school,
Yeah.
and then was a D2 wrestler. Of course, was the best wrestler in all of D2 and made it to the national tournament as well. So he's just as skilled, but I think Colby actually does have the better grappling, in my opinion. And what I've seen, especially the way he's taken down Maya, the way he's taken down Dos Anjos, two really great grapplers,
Yeah.
and of course the way he's taken down Lawler, who's no joke himself. Um, that grappling style and that pressure is going to be a lot for Kamaru. But with that being said, Kamaru does still have that same kind of style, and he does have those same kind of qualities. He's got the power. He puts the pressure on. Like you said in the Tyron Woodley fight, like he just completely dominated the striking against a guy who everybody thought would dominate the
Yeah.
striking.
Hmm.
So he's much more well rounded and he's much improved. So like this is a fight that like I really don't know who to pick. Like I'm really on the fence about this one. The favorite is Usman by a slight margin.
You know what?
Um,
I was like Usman as a person, I want him to win, but like
no doubt.
just because of like who Colby is and like who his character is and like how it'll be good for the UFC, I kind of want Colby to win too. Because
True.
like if you think about it, Kamaru has a lot to he has a lot to lose if he has a lot to lose in this case because if he loses, what they're gonna try and do Colby against Masvidal or something,
Mm-hmm.
and what
Sure.
Kamaru's gonna be what number 4 or 5 in line. So he has a lot to lose. Whereas Colby, like if he wins this, like he's at the top for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And because of his popularity, the way it's going to
yeah,
skyrocket, like it's only going to get better for him. The Masvidal fight will be even bigger than this one if he were to win.
yeah.
So
if you watch his interviews too, like he's actually a nice guy. Like he just has this stupid character, and
Mm,
like, but like I was reading or I was listening to him, and he was saying like they were threatening to cut him before the Damian Maia fight, so like he had to think of something, and that's why he said like after the interview, he's like, oh Brazil's trash and all this stuff,
yeah.
and like I guess that blew up. So like that's
Mhm,
why he's been playing this character ever since. Um,
mhm.
back to the actual fight though. I think I'm gonna go Colby. I'm
Okay.
gonna, I'm gonna go Colby. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be decision or like a fourth round TKO. No, I'm gonna go decision. Colby decision. Yeah, that's it. I just think like his pressure, and like what he says, like he's constantly chipping away at his opponent. He's not going a full 100%. He's just, you know, tapping out his opponent, going
Yeah.
60, 70%, and yeah, like he brings what Kamara brings besides like the power, but I believe he has an advantage uh, in terms of just volume and even wrestling if you think about it.
Yeah. Like I think that's definitely a good pick, and as the underdog pick, that's a great betting pick as well.
Mhm.
So I like it. Um, you know what? I definitely agree that Usman, you want him to win because of who he is,
Yeah,
his personality and everything, and because of this character that Colby's putting on, and his make America great again stuff, and inviting Trump out to his fights and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Like you just kind of you want the guy to lose, kind of the same way that you wanted McGregor to lose when he was trashing everybody and stuff like that. So it's kind of it's reminiscent of that a little bit. So, and because of the similar styles and everything, it's so difficult to choose because Colby, I love the way he's constantly working, like you said, always tapping along and even when it looks like he's gonna go for the legs and he's coming up with uppercuts
yeah.
and he's kind of always attacking no matter like where you guys are. Um, but I think because of the power and I think because of what Usman was able to do to neutralize Woodley and neutralize the guys before him the same way that Colby did. I do feel confident in Usman in this one, actually.
Okay.
So I was actually kind of glad you picked Colby because I was going to go with Usman in the end. So we actually have some contrast. So yeah, I'm excited to pick Baru in this one, and I think what he's going to be able to do is going to kind of like neutralize Colby the same way that um, because they fought a lot of the same kind of fighters, and they've
Yeah,
done the
yeah.
same sort of things to both fighters that they kind of fought, the Mayas and the RDAs. So it's just so damn close. But I think that Usman has that championship experience, and I think his improvement is going to show on Saturday.
That's a fair pick. This fight can go either way. Honestly, it's probably one of the best fights of the year for sure. Uh, and it's gonna be the best fight on the card, I believe.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that for sure. I think
Shall we?
the main and co-main are just killers, just
Oh
killer
yeah.
fights, man.
Shall we make a parlay here quickly?
Yeah, I think we shall. So we're going with the same fighters we picked. So I'm glad I picked Faber because of this underdog because I'm going with the favorite for a lot of the other fights.
My parlay's gonna be ass because like I picked all favorites almost.
Yeah, same with me.
Like if I go Covington, Holloway, Nunez, Reyes, it's what 7-1. Although like plus 170 for Aldo isn't bad actually. It's a 3 round fight. It can go either way. Maybe he does look good.
I don't know, man. I don't see him being able to take what Marias can bring to the table in terms of power, precision, and kind of a somewhat similar striking style. Um, so I don't know. It's not a bad pick in terms of betting, but uh, I just don't see him winning that fight.
Fair enough. But Yeah, I don't know. What do you have? Your parlay is probably a lot better since you're taking Faber. So
Yeah, he's my only underdog though, so it's not amazing, but he's a pretty heavy underdog, so that helps. But yeah, Faber, Holloway, Usman, Reyes, Nunez,
how much is
four
that
favorite.
paying?
What's that?
How much is that gonna pay?
Um, if I put 20 down, it's around $460.
Holy, that's pretty good.
Yeah. How much are you
All right,
putting down though?
pardon?
How much are you putting down?
I
That's
was
the
gonna
more
put
question.
down 10,
Oh, okay. We'll do
but
10.
like I don't know. I might have to up it because my odds aren't as good as yours with the whole Faber pick. Because if I go who I went with, it's gonna be oh shoot, I'm picking Covington and Usman in the same parlay here.
That
So I gotta I gotta sort that out real quick. Yeah,
will
I'm
help.
I'm getting 9-1. So I'm getting 180 or 190 rather. That's not bad though, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll probably how about this is what we'll do. We'll think about it. We'll maybe come to terms on a parlay and then we'll just like tweet it
Yeah.
out.
But at least we know what our picks are.
Yeah. But just to review or not review, just to go over everything. Like it's gonna be a good card. I'm looking forward to it. I myself is gonna be studying for an exam the night before, so I'll
Nice.
just have it on the background or something. But uh, I actually do hope Colby kind of wins though because it'll just be insane.
It
Um,
will it will help the UFC, no
yeah,
doubt,
for
in terms of
sure.
popularity to have that, kind of right wing political, swinging kind of guy who's very
Yeah,
pervasive and very noticeable. I think it's probably actually going to be good for the UFC. Colby likes to make all the statements about Usman being like snoozman or Marty fake newsman and all that stuff. And it's like, it's kind of good. It's kind of good for the UFC in some ways, but at the same time, I would love to see him just get his ass kicked. So, it goes both ways.
I wonder if he wins, will he just like stop the act, like go to his old self and just like
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. I want to see him win. Honestly, like I know he's a terrible guy because of this, but whatever. It's good for business.
Yeah, all
Uh,
this will be answered Saturday night.
yeah, and then I guess
UFC
we'll do like
25.
do you want to do like a review show?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can talk about the January 18th card and what's
Yeah.
going to happen with that,
Yeah.
because hopefully there'll be some news by then. But if
Yeah.
there's not, that's fine too.
All right. Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All
That'll
right.
do it for everyone. And thank you for joining. If you liked it, please like our video. Also, leave a comment. Maybe you have any suggestions for future, I guess, segments or any questions in regards to MMA. Let us know, and we can bring something up next time. But
Yes, sir.
Jack, any final words?
No, that's it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, we will see you guys later.
See ya.
If I can hit the record button.